What up? It's your boy T Burner Reaction. Today is Music Monday. So I'm about to check out. This is going to see part one. In case I'm going to do some later on, like some lyrics to come to mind or anything. So I'm about to get back into the DJ Mag videos because one of y'all, somebody comment on it. I can't find a comment in the video. I don't know if I delete it later or not though. Encourage me to keep doing these reaction to these as well too, because they enjoy them. Even though I don't know about it, just check it out to get to know it, and I will do that too. Because one, the T-Bird DJ is not just a name. I am a DJ as well too. My stuff's in the back as well too. I know I got a crazy stuff around here. If you look right, if you see right here, I got my NPC and all that, and you get back to making beats for hobby as well too. Or making something, because but other than that, I'm being a DJ and everything in the music as well. I'm a big fan of dance music as well, instead of house music as well too. I wish I could find a spot I can do a lot of hot DJing as well too. I might just start making mixes again like I used to do. So seeing these videos like these is very intriguing to me as well too. Even was watching this, I get a little history as well too. Now, if I don't show too much reaction, I apologize because I'm too into the video as well too. So that's the thing. So that anyway, I wanted out of the ones I ain't know which next one to try out because I'm trying to figure. I was looking at songs out of these stories, see what's one I might have heard of. And some I may or may not heard of, but I thought this one I should do because I like classic house music as well too. I mean the genre that started out in, I'm gonna say that right, I think it was Chicago or Detroit. Chicago, I forgot which. I think Chicago had house, right? Chicago's house. Chicago's house, yeah. Chicago's house music. Detroit is Chicago's house. Detroit is techno, birth of techno. I keep trying to remember who started what. Yeah, Detroit. Yeah, house was Chicago. Techno was Detroit originally. So yeah. Anyway, so I wanted to check this joint out called Dennis from Dennis Ferrer. Hey, and I kind of got listen. Like, okay, it's a nice little classic house joint. I might have even played it. I even know about it. Now I ain't thinking about it at the moment too, just because it was in my zone. But now to hear, I want to hear the full story behind it as well too. You know what I mean? Especially when you come to the house classic, the house music that brought us to that paved the way for a lot of these dance music in general is out right now. So without further ado, let's check it out.
But I'm gonna tell you, when that door is closed and that's cranking, we're losing our damn natural minds. We're like. Hi, I'm Dennis Ferrer, and this is the story of Ferrer.
Excuse me. Excuse me for the cough here and there. I'm slowly getting over a cold as well. So yeah, I apologize ahead of time.
Grew up in the Bronx. Music was sort of like my escape from reality. It was also my way out. I can safely say to this day that music saved.
I'm so sorry you're doing this. One, I wanted to see where he's from as well too. So he's from so he's New York based though as well too. And New York and the New York scene, house music was big as well too. Dance house music was big, and dance music was big in the New York scene as well too. Whether it's in the Manhattan or the urban area as well too, especially in the urban area. That's the a lot of folks that was escaping in the 80s and 90s like dance music was like to escape as well too.
It's my life. You see, New York at the time, everything was on the radio. On one station, you'd have disco. Another station, you'd have hip hop.
Yep.
It wasn't so segregated as it is now. It wasn't so genre specific.
Right.
You just never knew what you'd hear at the club. You could hear hip hop and house music at the same time. It wasn't a clear.
Facts too, because I still remember that. I forgot who said that. I said it on another video though, how hip hop and house was like intertwined at one point, especially around the 80s and early 90s though, and unfortunately got separated because because I hate to be blunt by it, but hip hop got homophobic, and house music was correlating with the LGBT plus community around that time too. So there you have it though. It's sad it got like that, but it is what it is.
delineation. So that was kind of the best thing at that time, because everybody was just jamming along, you know?
Exactly.
They used to have these record clubs that we used to subscribe to for 1 penny, you know, and I was a kid. And as a kid, we always loved to buy vinyl records, not necessarily because of the way the record sounded, but because of the way the artwork looked. So we were like, Kiss Alive, this looks amazing. What, these guys got makeup on? Like, and they got their tongue like, I'm like, buy, instant buy, you know? So I got exposed to a lot of different types of music in this way, because I was just buying them because the covers look cool. My first love is making records. Always be, always. That's me. That's Dennis. That's Dennis Ferrer. My parents had bought this Fisher-Price piano thingy. The tines were just metal sticks in the back. Man, I banged away on that like I was Burt Bacharach.
This is why low-key, I feel like it's why low-key give my the little man stuff he got right now. He has a little toy, he is like a toy DJ, the little turntable thing, little toy DJ thing, and then he got a little toy, little music production with keyboard and turntable on top of it as well too. That's why I give it to him, and now he wants to hold a mic alike too. So you know, could have a future the music star in the making. You never know.
Making up things as I went along. My mother was like, for the love of everything holy, can somebody just snatch this piano and smash it? And it kept progressing. It kept progressing till I was a teenager, and then when I got a record deal. Hey Hey was basically a record I was working on. I had on my hard drive for a minute, like all producers have on their hard drives, just sitting there. I wanted to make something anthemic, and
God, you know what? I feel like it was destined to watch this one because it's kind of like, you know, I needed to see this because I got a lot of songs. I have unfinished songs in this little SD card that,
and it was weird because people think that's a happy song. It's not a happy song. It's just not. If you really listen to the lyrics, it's actually a sad record. It's like you rue the day you've met somebody. And it's all because you said, hey, hey. It's not a happy song at all. But of course you don't want to make everybody miserable. So somehow you've got to flip this on its head so it becomes sort of like a chanting thing. So I had this crazy idea. It's like, yo.
Remind me the meme I saw IBC and Let's Go about what song that it's a pink house and a black house. Songs seem happy, but the story behind it is this dark, some stuff like that as well too. And I'm surprised to find a lot of songs that about that like wow.
It'd be great if I hear this record and it's like, you know, like, and it's all because I walked your way. It's all because I heard you say, hey, hey. And I was like, okay, hey, hey. And at first, I tried it with different people and it didn't quite work out. So Shingi was in town and we had asked her and the label to see if she could do it. And she was gracious enough, and the label was very gracious also and helpful in making it happen.
I'm always jamming while watching these videos.
Just an ordinary day till you came around. I had my feet on the ground.
One thing in my house though, especially classic house, 90s house as well. What is the song? Let me not say assume this is 90s. Let me see when the song came out. 2010. I ain't not thinking it was that. I think this was like a 90s. I think it was a 90s joint. The way it sounded. I ain't know it was 2010. Either way, still, the vocals like that, always good to hear.
So much for that.
This just gave me that. So this is. I'm
Just
sorry.
an
The sound.
ordinary
This is classic. So this is a classic sound. That's what we're like it.
Till you came around, and now my life's upside down.
So I probably did fuck around because this is around the time I was heavy in it. No, I'm wrong. I didn't get heavy into DJing until like 4 years later, but I could have possibly was playing it or playing one of his songs and not knowing it though, but still, because that sound, but still.
Imagine that. And it's all because I heard you say. And it's all because I heard your way. And I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, and I heard you say.
And so my daughter was in the studio. She would come, she was small, I think she was like 5. And she says, Daddy, what are you working on? And I played her the record. And I'm like, okay, I think nothing of it. And I go inside, back out of the studio, inside the house. And I see her walking around and goes, hey, 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 hey. And I'm like, ka-ching. I mean, or your daughter's walking around, 5-year-old daughter, and she's humming your tune. Yeah, open up a bank account. It's happening. That's the crazy thing, is that my kids have been right several times. It's like radar. You want to know how your record's going to do? Play it for a kid. If they leave and they hum that for the next 3 days, you're on fire. You're good.
And let your head roll down. Get your feet up off the ground.
I know you can tell where somebody is in their life by hearing a song. It's every musician. People don't realize that. You know where everybody is at in their life by listening to their music. If he's or she's in a crap place, amazing records. If they're in a place of happiness, shit records. So originally that record was on my label Objectivity. I first released it in November. And Simon and I had a very special relationship where I would just send him basically everything I finished that I thought would fit Defected. You know, of course, there's some records that fit a label, some records that don't. I always knew that when I did vocal records and I wanted records to really reach a broader audience, that Defected was
Vocal
always the
records
one
will
to
do
go
that.
to.
That's one
They
thing about that.
just did that right. And so I played it for Simon, and Simon said, let's do it. And they've been doing it now for years.
And I heard you say, I heard you say,
Hey, hey.
and I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say.
As a producer, we always want our records to be slamming when you first play it out. You always say, oh man, I played it out and it was like, it crushed it. Right? Like that, right? I'm not that dude. My records never do that. My records don't come out that week and shoot straight to the charts. My records are always like there, burning in the background, like grinding on you, like, and they keep grinding. And then it's like a snowball avalanche that takes like 4 to 5 months, but then you can't stop them. And then you never hear the end of them. I really like that because that signifies longevity to me. So when I first played it out,
right.
I was like, oh, okay, it's cute, but it'll simmer. And I remember then people start chanting, hey, hey. And I was like, oh, here we go. Uh-oh. And I was like, damn, my daughter was right. I love making records that I'd like to say are open-ended. For you, it might mean one thing. For somebody else, it might be another thing. And for me, it might be totally something different. But that's the magic behind writing, I believe. You write open-ended, so it means something to everybody. You're sharing this with the world. And I've never believed in just telling one side of the story. Why can't it mean something for this person? Why can't it mean something for this other person? And so that's always how I've written. I've never written straightforward. I believe hey, hey means that. On one side, somebody's singing hey, hey, and they're happy. And they're happy that they walked your way. And they're happy that they heard you sing.
And that's the thing about it. And another thing is frustration to me though. Ain't know he's been doing it. Well, he began early he began under in the 90s though. The fact that his first big hit came out and he turned 40. is like low key inspiration. Like, because he's 54 years old. This joint came out. He literally just turned 40 when his he literally on the verge of turning 40 when he did this though. This inspired Nicole.
Sick. But on the other hand, somebody sitting in the corner drowning their sorrows away in some tequila, saying, "Damn, man, I shouldn't even, like, why this happened? Like, should have known better." So I take pride in that.
I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, and I heard you say.
I usually just sit down in front of the keyboard with my drum pad or drum machine and all the synths surrounding me. And I just kind of play. And as the song gets written, I start thinking, hey, what if this happens? Hey, what if that happens? So at that current time, I was inspired. I've always been inspired by Carl Craig. Always. Carl, you never heard that, but you do inspire me. And I come from a techno background. So most people don't really know this. I never did house. I did like full on techno.
Oh,
and
okay.
Carl had this record called Sandstorms out, which used white noise. And I was like, it's cool, but it's a techno record. But yo, what if I did the white noise thing like he kind of did? Not ripping them, but what if we did white noise? I'm like, yeah, that would be hot. I believe in making melodies and grabbing people. That's what grabs you. It's melody, something that's repeatable, something that you can remember. And so I was like, yeah, if the melodies.
I had to look up Carl Craig up. Yep, he started. Carl Craig started earlier than he did. That's why he says inspiration, and he's considered one of the leading figures and pioneer of the second wave of Detroit techno. So yeah, that's pretty awesome to hear about that though.
Underneath that is so whatever I can mouth, I write. So I turn on the Juno 60, throw up the white noise, I'm like, and this is what they'll never tell you. Nobody will ever tell you. None of us will ever tell you. None of us. But I'm gonna tell you, when that door is closed and that's cranking, we're losing our damn natural minds. We're like, somebody walks through the door. Oh, okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. After I did that, I had my hands in the air in the room all by myself. It's a party for just by myself. And I'm like, yeah, that's it. I'll say what I've always said. Thank you. Thank you for making this kid's dream come true.
Nice.
Thank you for saving my life.
Nice. This is a good story to listen to too. Like, it's always some good stories, especially the story behind it as well too. It's always good to watch though, and then the song itself, of course. So other than that though, this was a good one to check out though. Shout out to Dennis Ferrer. Other than that, if you like my reaction to this, and if you do want me to do more of these, if matter of fact, I might start doing polls on what I should do next as well too, since I'm like trying to figure out who should I do next. I haven't done yet. Other than that, it's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.